bid you welcome.
Here's Torian. YouTubers beware. You're in for a scare.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment.
Today's Loud House episode was requested by Denny and Lee Taz Jordan. Only 7 days left, everybody, and we're halfway there. Tail Heart, the 38th episode of Season 3 of The Loud House, an overall 139th episode. I know so much that this isn't too much of a Lucy Loud episode, and it's more focused on another character, Lola, but there is something that happens to do with Lucy Loud, and it's a certain object that should have never been taken from her. Sounds more like an Edgar Allan Poe story called The Telltale Heart. And this was also the very last episode to have Chris Savannah as the executive producer. What's so scary about this episode? You will see. Viewers beware, you're in for a scare. Wait a minute, that didn't come out right. Oh God, what is it this time, Lola?
Lucy, I need you to show me how to do that cat eye again. I'm trying a night on the town look.
Cat eye? It looked like somebody gave her a black eye. And I feel sorry if she actually really did get a black eye from somebody. I bet she was trying to look like this one guy who has that kind of mark around his eye and he's wearing a black boulder hat.
I didn't know you had a doll. She's breathtaking. Where did you get her?
I found her in one of Great-Grandma Harriet's trunks in the attic.
Wow, I actually like that doll. You know, I have a bunch of creepy dolls I like to leave sitting on my shelf in times. And if they were ever to look that too cute, I would just chop their heads off and just put them on the shelf. What? It's so much creepy and it's fun to look at them that way.
Well, you absolutely must allow me to throw her a welcome to the family tea party.
I wouldn't dare give it to her. If a doll is that beautiful, then it has to be fragile and expensive.
It's not that I don't trust you, but I know things can get a little crazy in your room.
That is not true. Yeah! Reel it in, you guys! Sorry, Lise! Sorry, Lils! Broke another teacup. Actually, make that the whole set.
Survey says...
And why in the fuck is Lana even skateboarding around with these goddamn pets? Why you still got that fucking snake? I'm so lucky that snake ain't killed anybody yet.
Sorry, Lola. The answer is no.
I have to find a way to play with that doll.
Whatever Lola's thinking, she wouldn't dare. So next day, Lola comes into Lucy's room with one big ass long scroll of reasons that Lola should trust Lucy's doll. Yeah, I would get a quarter every time I hear someone say that. Especially when I already know what's gonna happen. But it turns out Lucy Loud is not around. In fact, she's gonna be gone all day.
That means there's an extra breakfast downstairs. Dibs on Lucy's bacon!
What a bitch.
Gone all day?
I don't like that face she makes.
You're even more beautiful than I remembered. You know, we could have a really quick tea party and I could get you back into this coffin before Lucy's home.
Yeah, I've seen this kind of cliche happen in so many different cartoon episodes before, and that's gonna go...
Mr. Sprinkles, Eunice, you two, please welcome... Oh, we need a name for you. How about Lady Rosalind Cordelia Annabella Pembrookington?
God damn!
Oof, that is a unfortunate last name.
Or Rosie for short. Tea?
Is it just me, or did Lola just fucking hum the Loud House theme song? Okay, pause. How many times are we gonna hear the frickin' theme tune in every kind of show that we hear it from? I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, how would the characters even know what the fuck their theme song is, like the Powerpuff Girls?
Dun, 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 dun. Bubbles.
God, that is still so disturbing.
Or Bart Simpson.
Bart, I've asked you not to whistle that annoying tune.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
It's a cartoon and you can get away with anything like that. If they can get away with using a song and part of a score of Disney, then I'm sure as hell they can get away with this kind of crap.
I'll make it extra sweet for you.
Uh-oh.
You're in trouble now.
Oh no. Oh no. Lucy's gonna kill me.
Or worse.
Maybe it's not that noticeable?
Really?
Of course it is! Don't panic. You can fix this. I know.
And Lola tries to wash the doll's dress. What could possibly get worse?
It's soaked through.
Really?
Tell me I didn't fucking just say that.
You did.
So I'll just... Oh, Rosie! I'm so sorry!
As much as shit could get any worse, she tries to fix the doll's head.
What the fuck?
There we go. That should hold. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Now please, fucking please tell me that that doll is almost looking similar to Angelica's doll Cynthia. Kinda close, but still.
Could this possibly get any worse?
You took the words right out of my mouth, kid.
How did this happen? Great. The one day of the year Lana washes her hat.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Now, Lola, being in much deep shit as she's in right now, she asks Lori to actually take her to a ride to an antique store. And luckily, she's able to find a doll that kind of looks close to Lucy's doll. She buys the doll on the shelf and takes it home to make some reconstructioning on the doll.
That should do it.
Well, hallelujah.
Lincoln! Hello!
Hey, have you seen my glue?
Why would I have? What do you think? I go around swiping people's glue?
You don't have to get mad about it.
Bitch.
So Lola successfully puts the doll back into Lucy's coffin and tries to do away with the other fucked up doll.
Here, in case you get thirsty.
Seriously? You actually think that doll is alive?
I don't believe it.
Next day in the Loud House.
Good morning, sweet princess and princesses. Rosie, how did you get back up here?
What's the matter? You scared?
Maybe I just dreamed it. Yeah, it was probably that cheese I ate right before bed. Always gives me nightmares.
Wow. Holy fuck. Cheese actually gives you nightmares? That's, rare. And I thought eating Taco Bell before dinner gives me the worst case of TMI.
That Taco Bell ain't sitting right.
Lola tries to get rid of this creepy doll once more again, in the backyard. I actually really like that magenta sweater that she's actually wearing. You can't even see her legs or her feet. And I love this part.
You saw nothing.
I don't know why, I actually love that line how Lola just said it to Charles. And he gets scared completely fucking shitless about it. When's the last time you ever hear Lola actually say something like that to each of their pets?
You saw nothing.
Boo. Not often, do ya? And I thought pit bulls were actually brave and not being pussies about it. Next day in the Loud House.
What are you doing here? I buried you! And that was not a cheese dream.
This episode's starting to get a whole lot better. Shit, and it certainly wasn't Arby's either.
You're haunted!
This is getting good and way better. A haunted doll, just like Chucky and Annabelle. Funny enough, this year there was Toy Story 4, the new Child's Play remake, and Annabelle Comes Home, all released in the same month of June. And you probably know where I'm getting at with that subject. But anyways...
Of course you are. You belong to Lucy. Well, my little friend, you picked the wrong person to haunt.
Actually, no, I didn't pick the wrong person to haunt because you, on the other hand, need to be taught a lesson. You took me from Lucy's coffin and now you fucked me all up. And payback is a motherfucker.
Lola tries to throw away the doll instead. I can 100% guarantee that she's actually gonna come back. I've seen this in that movie Annabelle, the actual first one.
Called it.
Okay, that's it.
By God, what the fuck is that hair? You know, it's pretty funny when you look at it this way. It kind of almost looked like she's the bald Lola that we once saw in GarageBand if you take the hair off and just visualize it this way. Kind of ugly, but how often do you see a girl's hair looking like that on a 6-year-old? So Lola tries to get rid of the doll once more again and goes to Flip's place, and my God, that's fucking disgusting. Now I know how his customers feel.
I need a ride to Tall Timbers Pond, midnight, on the side where the dock lights are burned out.
So at midnight at Tall Timbers Pond, Lola dumps the doll into the pond.
So long, sister! What are you looking at?
Nothing? I don't want any trouble.
Keep your yap shut and you won't get any. Now row!
For being an old man who works at a gas station, he's scared fucking shitless of a 6-year-old. When really, the 6-year-old is scared fucking shitless of a doll. How irony is that? And that look on her, I swear I've seen that in the damn movie somewhere before. The doll's coming back in 3, 2, 1.
Why are you stalling? You know I'm gonna get you sooner or later.
I just love how scared she looks. Lola, my darling.
The only thing to fear is fear himself.
Lucy! We need to barricade the door! Help me move this dresser!
Okay, don't do the Scooby-Doo bullshit barricading the door. But then Lola decides to tell the guilty truth.
Whoa, how did you even do this?
Well, it began as a simple tea stain, and then things kind of progressed from there. I'm a terrible sister.
Damn right.
No, you're not. I forgive you. It's not like you did this on purpose.
Then again, it did really teach her a lesson.
Thank you, Luz. You're really nice.
You're really nice? Wow, never heard that before from Lola.
So, can you please get her to stop haunting me and stuff?
She was probably just haunting you because you took her away from her rightful owner. Now that you've given her back, I'm sure she'll leave you alone.
Oh, that's a relief.
And sorry again for wrecking your doll and stuff.
Wrecking her? Now that I know she can haunt people, I like her even better.
Of course she does.
Nothing wrong with that. Hell, the doll had you scared shitless day after day, and you were supposed to be the scariest sister of them all. Later on that same day, God damn it, Lana, stop skateboarding in the house.
Sorry, Lynn.
That's what you get, dumbass. Hell, it could have been worse if you had been skateboarding with scissors in your hand. And here comes one of the biggest shocking moments I have discovered the last minute of this episode.
Looks like Lola's doll got out of our room again.
That's not Lola's. That's Lucy's.
Oh, well, I feel like a dummy. Because I kept finding it in all these weird places and returning it to our room. First it was in the crawl space, then buried in the backyard, then at the dump. I even found it at the bottom of Tall Timbers Pond when I was visiting my fish friends.
Oh my God.
It was Lana! What?
Shit, this episode got me fooled thinking that the doll could actually move by itself, when really it was Lana the whole freaking time. I wish the doll could actually just move on its own for once. It would have been something, but this kind of shit really works. But I have a feeling that Lucy's gonna be a little disappointed.
So you are afraid of something after all.
Pussy.
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 I just love how Lynn just got scared fucking shitless. T-Tail Heart, a good episode, quite tense and enjoyable. I love the fact that how Lola was trying to get rid of the doll. It reminds me of the movie Annabelle when the folks were trying to get rid of the doll and yet it somehow managed to find its way back inside the house back to them. When I first watched this episode, I kind of already knew what was going to happen in the very first. Lola was going to take Lucy's doll, she was going to mess it all up. Yes, that was a cliche, but I didn't expect Lola to try to get rid of the doll and the doll was coming back to haunt her. And that's where it made it more interesting and it made it more funny to me. But when it turned out that Lana was the actual one who actually brought the doll back so many times, I kind of got a little disappointed. But I just let that shit fly. And you know, the title alone hints that this episode would be somewhat reminiscent of Telltale Heart, and in a way it is. How the doll always gets returned to Lola is funny, and it's nice to see Lola get a taste of her own medicine to some fans out there who hate Lola loud. Just seeing how she can be creepy and sadistic at times, still gotta give props, and it was a pretty good decent episode to some people, but to me, I quite really enjoy it. I still can't believe it was Lana who kept putting the doll back the whole time, and it was genius. Lola actually thought the doll was moving, but it was really Lana who was putting it back. I can actually give Lana that many points for actually teaching her twin sister a lesson. Speaking of Lana, when she says, I even found it at the bottom of Tall Timber Pound where I was visiting my fishy friends, that's a bit of a reference to Scales of Justice. This would almost be marked on the same level for Cheers for Fears. Scary and fun at the same time, and I really enjoyed the interaction between Lucy and Lola, actually seeing them getting along. 96 stars. I'm the Loud House Critic, and I gotta go chop down a few of the cute dolls' heads off.
She's out looking for a head to swap, so don't try to figure out a plan. You can't reason with a headless man. Man, I'm getting out of here.